full team contribution. Off night from a few guys, and others came in and stepped up. But yeah, obviously Steven was big as far as with Alpi got some fouls, and then knocking down the free throws and doing what he does defensively. So it all helps, but good to have some bets as well.
Do you believe in like the whole playoff mode thing, and do you think that that's something that Fred has been able to achieve?
Yeah, I mean, I think people, especially veterans, know the urgency of the playoffs, and it gets monotonous at times through a regular season, and so sometimes pace themselves, save themselves for the right moment, and obviously Fred came out not shooting his best, and he's had some really good stretches lately, and so he knows what it is. He's been a champion, been there, done that, and so wouldn't expect anything less than that from him.
Coach, in 6 games, you've seen just about every version of this Warriors team. To have that kind of spirit coming down from a 3-1 to tie it up at 3-3, I think that's been a theme for this team all year, but how was it from your vantage point, in this kind of environment tonight?
Oh, it was good. It was fine. I think, we knew they were going to come out aggressive, and for us it was do more of the same, more of what we've done. Defense travels, our physicality and our awareness has improved throughout the series, and in general, I think our young guys aren't really fazed by things. They just continue to play through it, and like you guys mentioned, they have really good veterans that can steady them at times, and so for us, it was just continue to do what we did to get here. Even in the games that we lost, we didn't play our best. We played the average game at best, and there were some one-possession games, and when we've played good basketball, we've had some blowouts, and so that bodes well, knowing that we can kind of ramp it up there, and if you just have an average or above average game, you'll be in good shape.
Coach, coming into this game, the previous 2 games, Fred has shot like 67% from 3 or close to it. Do you expect them to continue sort of devoting so much to shutting down Jalen Green and kind of letting Fred do his thing?
Yeah, we talked about that. We like them on the court together for that reason. They put one of the better defenders there, but guys are really setting screens. I think our pace has been better, and so you're getting a lot more freedom and wearing them down a little bit. So we'll see what they do. They've switched lineups quite a bit so far, but at times it feels like they're going for defensive lineups out there, and then offensive, you can only have a little bit of both. And so Fred's been aggressive, picking on that, and if they do adjust with Jalen, he'll have some freedom as well.
You guys really came out swinging in that fourth quarter. What did you like about that sense of urgency that you saw from your whole team?
Yeah, we were a little disappointed, that they won the third by 3. We let them score 36. That's way too high for us. And felt we had opportunities to kind of push the lead up like we did in the fourth. We got to 7 or 8 a few times and lost guys on cuts in our zone, or they got offensive rebound. They had 9 second chance points in that quarter. And so we felt we were right there to kind of cracking it open, and we came out and did that. And after giving up a 36-point quarter, other than the last 10 that some of their third unit got, we held them 13 in that quarter. So really good bounce back defensive quarter, 1 for 16 at the 4-minute mark. And so did our job there. And then obviously kudos to our vets and Steven for sitting up and knocking down the free throws. And that's where we extend the lead.
Like they've done earlier.
Udoka and the Rockets were able to prevent the fourth quarter run, which just never came for Steve Kerr. His comments on the Game 6 loss at home.
An energy level situation was a loss of confidence. Just generally, what would you explain?
I didn't like our first half with the turnovers. I think we had 10, and that's the key to the whole series is our ball security. And so the 10 turnovers in the first half got us off to a rough start. With that said, we're down 2 going into the fourth. And I thought the key play was the 4-point play to start the quarter, and that's on us as a staff. We've got to be we got to make sure they're matched up, and they just threw it. We didn't guard Van Vliet. They threw it up the floor, and he knocks it down and gets the free throw, and that felt like a game-changing play because. It's like I said, 2-point game. We're right where we need to be, despite not having played very well and turned it over quite a bit.
Steve, do you see a common thread or commonality with the turnovers? These such a big issue. Is there something that's similar between them? Or
we have the 3 wins in this series. We're averaging, I think, 10 or 11 turnovers. So it's just we're in a rush. We got to slow down a little bit.
With that being said, I mean, there was the 4-point play, but I think you guys missed like 14 of 15 shots in the fourth quarter. What happened offensively, would you say, during that stretch?
Well, they were in a zone. They played Adams quite a bit, and he's at the center of that zone, kind of a 2-1-2. I thought we got some good looks against the zone. But then once they pulled away by 10 or 12, it was easier for them to run us off the line. You know, we had a lot of openings, but they were using their length to run us off the three-point line, knowing that we had to make threes to get back in it. And I thought they did a good job of kind of running us off the line and keeping us from, knocking down threes to get us back in the game.
It would kind of seem outside looking in that you guys, your issues are not being able to solve this zone, but from some of your answers, it sounds like you feel okay about what you're getting against it. I mean, but like, do you go to Game 7, believing that you can? Like, how much change do you think is needed against the zone, or not?
How much change?
Yeah, how you're attacking it, personnel, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's, playing zone offense is really about getting the ball to open space and then filling behind the play and moving the ball. And like I said, we've had a lot of good zone possessions in this series. And I thought we had some tonight, but, I think we'll do a better job in Game 7. We've got another tape to watch, and we'll see some things. But it's definitely been a factor. Adams was fantastic tonight. 31 minutes, probably the most he's played in a couple of years. But he was so effective that Ime kept him out there, and they controlled the game while he was out there. We fouled him, and then they got a couple of rebounds after his missed free throws too. So that wasn't very effective ultimately. So we got some things that we can clean up. We got a Game 7 though, and we're excited about that.
Coach, 37 from 90 from the field, 15 for 49 from beyond the arc. Do you think fatigue played a role in it?
No, I don't think fatigue was a factor.
Obviously, Game 7, maybe everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table for Game 7, for sure.
Yeah, given some of the struggles maybe some of the other guys are having, even taking a shot, but definitely making them. I know it would be a lot to ask a guy who hadn't played a lot. Is Jonathan Kuminga on the table to play?
100% he's on the table. We this. We've kind of found a formula here in the latter part of the season. And we've stayed with that formula to start the series up 3-1. Things are going well, and then obviously last two games have gone very poorly. We have to assess everything and lineup combinations, starters, all of that we have to assess, and we feel like we've got a great chance to go down there and win Game 7.
Ime Udoka, 5-1 in his coaching career, facing elimination. In terms of Game 7 experience, Golden State has more of it. Curry and Green have played in 5 games apiece. The leader on the Houston side is Jeff Green, who's on the team, but Unk's not going to necessarily get a ton of run. We shall see. Game 7 Sunday night in Houston.
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you liked the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and activate the bell to receive all notifications. With each game, we notice that the NBA is getting more competitive every day, and all the teams are looking for reinforcements to win the championship. And only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis, curiosities, and the best moments in basketball. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for following along. The NBA doesn't stop, and neither do we. Until the next video. NBA, the passion that connects us.